Welcome to the Python Learn Together, Code Together. Now we will see something about the stacks and the queries. We can use the list as stacks and as well as the queries. Stacks means it is last in, first out, and query means first in, first out. Okay, just remember that. So, what is list? No, what is this stack? Stack means it is last in and first out. Okay, and queries means it is first in and first out. In Python we can use the list as both stacks and as well as the queries. Yeah, okay. I'm going to open the Python interpreter. Okay, in the Python, first of all, in order to use the list as a stacks, we need to define one list. So for that, I'm going to define my list as my list equals to, here I'm going to define my list. This is okay, I will just use the integer value. You can use strings or anything. For simplicity, I will use just 1 2 3 4 5. Then in the list, if we are using the list as a stacks, then it is last in and first out. That means whatever we are giving to the last, that means the last in, that is going to the last in and the first out. Okay, so for that I can use my list dot append, and if I want to add 6, that means it is going to add at the last. Okay, now if I check my list, you can see it is 1 2 3 4 5 6. That means the last in and first out. That means the whichever the element which is going to into this list, that will be going to out first. So we can just use my list dot pop. We can just use like this. So you can see it will last in, the last in is the 6 and the first out is the 6. So we can use the my list dot append and my list dot pop in order to use the list as a stacks. So here we can just use it as what's that, something and append, append. Okay, append, and here pop. This we can use in the stacks. It is to add the elements at the stacks and stacks, one of the end of the stacks, and this is to remove the elements from that stack. That means here instead of my list you can just use stack, because this is the word which is more suitable while discussing regarding the stack equals to okay, now I will use the character a comma b. Okay, yeah, I need to use b and c. Okay, now this is my stack, and if I want to add some items, here you can see my list dot append. So similarly here stack dot append, and here I'm going to append d. Okay, so now if you check the value of stack, then you can see it is ABCD. So the element which is the first in, that has to be now, no, not the first in, the element which is last in, that means D, which is going to the last in, that has to be now first out. So here, because here you can see this is the last in and first out stacks. Okay, so here yeah, okay, so here we can just use a stack dot pop, and yeah, C is, yeah, now it is correct. Now you can see the D. Now if you check the value of a stack, and you can see it is ABC. If again if I run stack dot pop, you can see C. That means first when we declare it, the whatever the elements which is last in, that means ABC. C is the last now. So here I'm stacking from the stack, I'm popping out the last element, that is the C. Like this we can use the list as a stack. Now if we come how to use the list as a query, I'll just close this and I will just reopen this because simply, yeah, now we can start from this new window. In order to use the list as a query, we need to import something from the library. At this time, don't give much importance for how we need to import library and all those things. Just remember one sentence for importing the query library. We will discuss about the library in the later sections. So here, first of all, in order to use the list as a quiz, I need to import import, and here okay, yeah, don't just write import from collection import deque. That means it is a double-ended query. Okay, double-ended query. I think yeah, here QUE quiz. Okay, it's right. From collection import deque. That means this is the main library, some collections, that main library collection. From that we are importing this one, deque. Okay, don't give much importance for this now, but just remember, when we use the list as a query, you need to write this sentence first: from collection import deque. And if I click enter, no module, yeah, I think from, okay, something from collection, collection, we'll try from collection import import deque. We'll just check. No, it is no module named collection. Yeah, I'm sorry, it is not a collection, it is a collections. Okay, just remember, I just confused whether it's collection or collections, but I found that it is collections. So we need to type from collections, ns, from collections import double-ended query, QUE. Okay, this is the full form, is double-ended query. So just careful about this. It is not just a collection, but it has to be from collections. Okay, from collections import query. Then if we click the enter, it will not print or it will not display anything. It will just import all those things in like this Python interpreter. That means like one-to-one interactions. In that, it will not going to print anything. You can use this in your file also, that we will see how to write all these things in file and how to run that in, we will see that in later. So now from collections import deque. Now I need to define my query. Okay, I will just call it as my query equals to, and here since we imported this library from some collections, so we need in order to define the list, that means now I'm going to define my list and I'm creating the list of queries. So for that, in stacks we can directly use the list, but here you need to just remember deque and here parenthesis, and inside this parenthesis we need to define our list. That means I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you hope understand. This is my variable of the list. In the previous example, we say for example, in the previous, I think we used something called my list or my stack or my list. First we used my list, then we used stack. So here I'm using my query equals to, this one is the special thing in the query, since we imported that one from some libraries collections. So we need to specify like this, deque and parenthesis. And inside this, okay, I will once again I will repeat, this is my variable, that means the list variable, and here I need to in order to mention my list, I need to just type deque and parenthesis, and inside this parenthesis we need to specify our list. That means I'm going to write the list as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, this time I'm going to 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then if I click the enter, yeah, now you can see if I type my query, this is my query, it will just give us the deque, but we need to write like this because in the query we need to it is like first in first out, but if you use the pop we cannot use that means first out. We can use first in can be made by just like yeah, that means you can add to that some list by using the append, but in order to use the first in first out feature, we need to import this library. Okay, so for that you can see here, here it is the first in first out. Okay, so now the first element which is in is the 1 2 3 4 5 6. The first in is the 1, next one is the 2. So now I can add just like myQuery dot append, myQuery dot append, and here I'm going to add 7. We'll check. Yeah, now if I check myQuery UE, then you can see it is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I can add, but in order to remove the first in, that means here 1 is the first in, that I need to remove. So I can just use myQuery dot pop left, and yeah, if I click enter, you can see the one which is at the left side, that means the element which is going to first in, this is the first in, that will going to come first out. This is now getting out. So we can use myQuery.pop left. This is possible only because of this library. If we just forget to use this library, it will give us the error. myQuery.pop left will give us the error. This pop left is working based upon this library. So now if we check the value of myQuery, then you can see it is 2 3 4 5 6 7. That means the 1 is not that. So we can use the list as a query by using something called from collections import double-ended query, DEQUE. In short, it's called as DEQUE. We'll check what happens if you use simply, instead of pop left, if we use pop right. I think it will give us the error. So we'll check, instead of left, I'm going to just type right, because we may think why to confuse between stack and query. We can implement this method for both the stacks as well as as well as the query. So if I try like this, then it will give us the error. You can see collections.dequery object has no attribute.pop right. There is no the command like pop right. There is only one command, it's the pop left. So instead to use this list as a query, you have to use this library, and you need to just use your name. That means whatever the myQuery or anything, the name which you give to your query, then you need to just dot pop left. You need to use dot pop left. So here you can see that in order to use the query, we need to just so yeah, stack and query. I will just call this query. In order to use this as a query, we need to import from collections. Okay, it is not necessary to import complete collections, so just import from collections. From collections, import DEQUE. That's double-ended query. Then you can add elements to our list by using anything, my list or anything, and dot append, APPEND. Okay, then in order to take out, that means the first in first out, in order to take out from the elements from the left side, that means the first out. So for that we can just use pop left. Okay, just remember this is the stack, okay, is the stack, and this is the query. Okay, just remember this. For the query, you need to use from collections, import DQuery, and append, and this one. This will going to work. And in the stack, we need to use append and pop. Okay, here just to remember, this is not I'm doing any indentation like that, nothing is there here, but I think you have understand this. In the file also you can write this and you can run. So for that you can just go to any of your IDE, like I'm using the Spider IDE. Okay, these are all the IDE, or you can use just in what is that, Thorny IDE or anything, Jupyter Notebook or anything you can use. But here in this Spider IDE, it is nice, it will give us in some color and all. You can use any of the IDEs. Yeah, it is loading. I think it will come. Or else you can just even write your codes in some notepad and save that file as a .py and go to command prompt and go to your directory that I showed in some previous videos, and you can just run that using Python and your file name .py. Or in this type of IDs, you have the direct button to run the whole codes like that. We will see. It is the loading components and it will come loading the console. It will come now. Yeah, this is the Spider IDE, and here okay, yeah, wait, it will come. Yeah, now what I can do means I'll just clear this. I think now it is visible, and here I just want to write import from collections import deque. Then you can just click the enter. Okay, it is showing something collections.deque imported but unused. Yeah, it's just a warning because we not unused this. Okay, now in the second line I need to define my okay, I will use now stacks and queries both together. So here stack equals to I will call that as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and I will call my query as QUE. Query equals to, here I need to use DEQUE, that's double-ended query, and inside this I'm going to write my query A, B, C, D, E. Okay, this is my query. I think it is giving something undefined name. Yeah, here this has to be in just Python official ID. You won't get all these things, error and all, while writing the code, but it will just gives us the error undefined name A. So here we need to just we need to enclose this in single quotes because it is a string. That means the character. Then now I think it is correct. I defined my stack and I defined my query. So now I'm going to write okay, I just print I'm going to print my okay, before just BEFORE, before. Here I'm going to print my stack. It is just before not doing any operations. I'm printing my stack. Okay, here I will type a stack before. Okay, then you can just use a comma and you just type stack, so it will print out the stack before and it will print out this. And similarly, just copy this and okay, now I need to print my query, QUE query before, and here QUE. Okay, now we need to do some operations on stack and query, and we need to see what it will happen to the stack and it will be going to query. So now I'm going to add stack.append, and here I'm going to add 7. Similarly for query, I need to add query.append, and here I'm going to append F. Okay, now added it to the stack and the query. Now I'm going to print again. Okay, here I'm going to print again stack after adding, after what's that, after appending, and here query after appending the elements. I think you hope understand this. Now I'm going to I'm just stack append, and now I need to pop from that. So yeah, it is not like copy, and just stack dot pop, and here I'm going to yeah, I'm going to pop one thing. That means whatever the first in, no, whatever the last in, that is going to first out, that is the stack. So we can just call here this as for the stack we can just use hash and last in first out t. This is the commenting section. You need to just thorough with these things, because while writing the efficient code we need to write the comment. And here this is the first rst, first in first out, since it is the queue. Okay, now here stack.pop, and I'm also doing queue.pop left. Okay, now I'm again going to print after popping. Okay, here I'm going to print the values of after appending and after popping out. Okay, here also I'm going to POPRNG popping out. Now I'm going to, for the time being this will be here, and I'm going to zoom this, and now if I run this, I think okay, it will going to run without any errors. Now you can see here, I think it is visible, the output. Stack before it is 1 2 3 4 5 6, and queue before it is A B C D E F, and stack after appending, I'm appending the one element, that is the 7, and here I'm going to append something to the queue, so it is added. Now stack after popping out, it is 1 2 3 4 5 6, that means the whatever the element which is last in, that will going to first pop out. So from here the last in, that will pop out first. But here queue after popping out, you can see B, that means A is popped out, that means the first in is popped out first, so here A gets popped out. I think you can see this was the output while running this file. We can save this file also, and we can even run the same file. I'll just control copy this, and I will create one file, new file. Okay, new, go to new and go to text document, that means some notepad file. Okay, so here just copy all those things. Here you can see in the notepad I'm copying this, and okay, just click Ctrl S and rename this file as, okay, just click right and go to rename, and here you need to completely delete that file name, and just my program, no, just type a relevant name, stack underscore queue.py. Just tap like this and click enter. Okay, just change this name, and you can directly execute by clicking this, but that will going to hide immediately. Instead of that, go here, go to CMD, that is executed, but it is not able to see that the output. Go to command prompt and just type go to CD desktop, because our file is in desktop, and in the desktop you can just that is the stack underscore queue, so Python stack underscore queue.py. Yeah, now you can see the output. In this way also you can write your programs and you can get the output, or else you need to go to some IDE or any Python like Jupyter or anything, notebook, that also you can get the same things. I think you have understand about how to run this and about this Python. Yeah, in mobile also in Termax you can do the same thing. You can run in file or directly you can run that. I think you are familiar with the Termax. Thank you.